beautiful friends. This is day 4 of my fasting, and I wanted to give you a quick update. I will repeat a little bit about day 1, 2, and 3 quickly, just in case you didn't catch those videos. But if you can, please go ahead and watch those videos. They are available on my YouTube channel, which has the same handle as my Instagram, which is Clarity is Pretty. So head on to YouTube to watch more videos of my fasting experience and my thoughts about it. Now, on day 1, I was sleeping on top of Mount Shasta, and I ate some rice the night before. I woke up. I didn't want anything to eat or drink. I felt amazing, and that whole day I passed without having to eat or drink anything. And on day 1, I was also traveling to the Redwood National and State Parks to discover and explore about everything about salmon. I've been exploring Redwood National Park this summer, starting with spring, and I've created many beautiful videos that are going to be posted later online about the trees and flora and fauna of the forest. And then now it's my time to learn about salmon, because salmon migration is going to begin soon. So I felt like this is the right time. So I went there to study salmon and fasting at the same time. I stayed at the Prairie Creek Redwood State Park campground, and I ended up not feeling very well when I woke up. I felt actually fairly terrible because I have low blood pressure and I was in low elevation, meaning that at the highest atmospheric pressure that there is around, I ended up there. And with my low blood pressure as is, it kept on squeezing on me, and I guess I almost couldn't move. So I ate a couple of kiwis and headed back up to higher elevation. On my way up, a few hours into the trip, I had half a cup of rice that I made myself on the rest stop. And then yesterday, I was already back in Shasta. I didn't eat anything. I didn't drink anything. I felt great. My body felt great. My mind was kind of not forcing me. That's the completely wrong word. But it was kind of arguing with me or trying to talk me into going into my favorite store, Berryvale in Mount Shasta, and getting some carrot juice. But at this time I didn't listen to her, and I said, no, I'm gonna feed you with some books instead, with some knowledge. You don't need food. My body doesn't seem like it needs food. So if you want food mind, we're not gonna feed you through the stomach. We're gonna feed you through books, through knowledge. So I ended up reading a lot yesterday and recording a lot, and it was kind of a mellow day, difficult, challenging day. I felt very hungry. At times I was like, I think I'm gonna break the fast and I'm gonna go get something to eat. But then I kept turning the car away from town and up the mountain so that I don't have access to any of that. And up on top, I camped out at the top of Mount Shasta again, and it was an interesting energy there because it was Lionsgate Portal, so everybody was up there, and there was a lot of spiritual people, but also a lot of people who do drugs. So I kind of went away from that energy because I don't like that. I do not believe in that path. I don't think sorry, my mouth is getting dry a little bit because I haven't had water in a long time. But that is just not my path. I don't want to do drugs and dance. I actually love clarity. I've tried it and I got hooked on clarity. So that's kind of my thing. So I don't feel connection to those types of experiences where people do things like that and feel connected to spirit. I feel connected to spirit through clarity. So I parked my car far away from everyone and still as high up as I could, because I love that elevation, and I also wanted to experiment and see, now that I'm not eating for a full day, will I also wake up not feeling well? Or is my ideal elevation, will it help me to feel okay without even without food? And guess what? I woke up and I was full of energy. My body is feeling amazing. There are several things, of course, that are challenging. I do feel hungry. I had a little bit of a mind haze at some point. It was kind of like a front lobe headache a little bit, but I will tell you that none of this, it was not anything like when I was at lower elevation. That's why I'm a big proponent of you finding out where your ideal elevation is, because some people just don't do well, especially low blood pressure. I mean, I don't know people, I'm just gonna speak about myself, but apparently I figured it out for me just through experience that I function much better at higher elevations. That lower elevation with my low blood pressure is just makes things much more difficult for me. I have to work twice as hard to get myself going, to get myself moving. And I used to think that well, it kind of what was the original thing that kind of probably pushed me into drinking a lot of coffee to be up, and then into other things to continue to function. Now that I know what it is and that I stopped all of those things, I think I can figure something else out. Maybe like I don't know, moving somewhere up, higher up in the elevation in Los Angeles. I don't know if that's in the cards for me, but I will try. Now, coming back to the fast and what I felt. So I had a little bit of an emotional release in the morning as well. I wrote something down. It kind of just poured through me, and I just started crying. And even right now, so I would say that I do feel cleanse happening on not just the physical level, but the emotional level. That said, if you have not watched my previous videos, my body is very clear as it is. So I wasn't expecting to get, crazy things coming up, because I was gently coming to this point for 7 years, for a very long time. I was letting go of everything that harms my body. And lately, I even had to juice for some other reasons, but this kind of easing into complete fasting, dry fasting, or what the Eastern European community is calling it now, autonomous fasting. When you're completely autonomous, when you're not drinking, you're not eating, you're not sleeping. I was sleeping, but I didn't drink for the 2 full days. And this is what I will tell you. This is coming from a very long journey and many experiences of letting go of things. And I consider fasting is letting go of food, right? Letting go of sugar, letting go of things that you crave. So in a way, I'm not going to compare it to an addiction, because food is necessary for life. But if you're just like dipping your toes into it, then it's probably going to be kind of treated like you're letting go of sugar, pretty much, of carbs, if you're on that diet. Speaking completely from personal experience, sharing completely like personal thoughts. So I think that the best way to, the way I look at it right now, the way my body is feeling, my body is feeling okay today. I do want to do some hiking and potentially discovering and exploring new places. And because I'm in the woods all on my own, I feel like today I'm going to go and eat maybe some fruit or maybe an avocado. I don't know if I want to introduce some healthy fats into my body first after breaking the fast, or sugars in fruits. I don't know, I definitely want the fruits because they feel juicy right now, but I know that's just because I'm thirsty. But if so I'm going to do that, and then tomorrow I don't know if I'm going to stay on this cascade fasting where I'm fasting for one day and then eating something healthy for another day. Maybe I'll switch to something that is more when I return back to the city. Maybe I'll switch to something that is more tuned into the city lifestyle, and I think that intermittent fasting would probably be the way to go. Maybe eating for some portion of the day and then some portion just letting my body digest the food and use the nutrients for the energy, and then letting go. Now, one more thing. I am not discounting the fact that I am doing it wrong, right? I'm not discounting the fact that maybe if I go hiking and biking and doing whatever it is that I want to do today, that maybe even without having food, that internal engine will kick in and I will have plenty of energy to do everything even without it. I'm not discounting that. But my intuition and my knowledge from previous experiences is telling me that no, that's not the way to go for me today. I'm a mother of 3 boys. I can't have something happen to me somewhere in the woods when I'm by myself, right? I have to kind of cover all the bases. So I will eat something, and then maybe if I want to continue intermittent fasting, then I will. If not, then I won't. I am a big proponent of letting things happen naturally, of asking the universe what it is that you need to happen, and then doing something, not specifically that thing, but something related. I'll explain to you how I quit smoking, let's say. So I would beg God, universe, everything around me to let me go from smoking, to help me quit. I would lay in bed, I would avoid going to the balcony, I would do like everything. I would avoid buying cigarettes to only then run to the kiosk and just buy a pack, take one, throw away the pack, smoke a cigarette, and then let's go. And none of that worked. So I decided to alchemize the process, and just like I do it with many other things, and I decided, what can I do to show the universe that I am willing, that I'm ready, that I need help, right? How can I manifest it for myself? And for me, usually to manifest something for myself, I have to first manifest it for others, for the world. And with smoking, it so happened to be that, first of all, I realized that what it is that I'm asking for health. I'm asking to let me go from a bad habit. I'm asking for health. And so what do I need to give to others? I need to give them health, right? So that it can come back to me. And I thought, okay, I had that thought kind of pass through my mind, and then life played out in such a way that I actually was given an opportunity to help somebody, to help them return their health. And I didn't even put the 2 and 2 together. I didn't do it intentionally for me to stop smoking. I actually intentionally helped somebody who was going through a very difficult time and didn't have anyone or anything to help them through that difficult time. So I was giving them, whatever I can, food, company, mental clarity, whatever I could, as much as I could. And I was given a gift in return. I'm not gonna cry. But one day I woke up and I just didn't want to smoke anymore. And that happened like that with so many things in my life, where first I give what I want to have. First I just give it, and then it comes back to me. I think I'm also emotional because I'm hungry. But anyhow, this is what I want to say about fasting. Is that I feel like it's going to unfold within me naturally. If it's meant for me, then I will naturally be fasting. It was meant for me to switch to juicing, and I naturally, without any, adverse reactions, switched to juicing for a very long time. Now, I advise for you to not force it, right? Please do not force it. I try my hardest not to judge anyone or anything, because we're so different. We're going through completely different experiences. Our experiences are the same, but they are combined in different sequence, right? So your sequence of events is just a little bit different than my sequence of events, and therefore we see things differently, right? Even though we're kind of living out the same story. But my point is, what I see out there with this new trend of cleansing and fasting, I see people who are not ready to go on this complete autonomy, doing these fasts and promoting them, and I just don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing, if that's a good idea. Please, only listen to your own inner self. Get clear first from any addictions, anything that blurs your vision, anything that blocks your intuition. Get rid of that first, right? Do food, do everything, do juices if you want to, kind of go through a cleanse. By the way, I first started juicing. My first really amazing cleanse with juices, with Eli's Elixirs juices, and that because I started juicing, and I also was giving juices to others or promoting juices for others, the universe granted me freedom from alcohol, right? It cleansed my liver, and it was amazing for me. I didn't need to do anything else. I didn't need to starve myself to go through crazy discomfort. It was hard and for a couple of days, but all in all, it was all right. Okay, I think I'm going over time. The most important part is that whatever is meant for you, whatever you want, start first giving it to others, right? And then the universe will grant it to you. And if you're meant to go through a cleanse, it will happen naturally. You will naturally just not want food, and you will feel great, and that's that. You don't. If you're not feeling 100%, or if your intuition telling you to stop. I've been struggling with this notion. I'm gonna get you closer to me so you can hear me better. I hope you can hear me better because there's a garbage truck here. So I was always struggling with this one thing, very important to mention. I've been accused by many, well, not by many, but by people that mattered to me, that I can't stick to one thing, right? That I always quit. Well, it's, there are different types of people. There are people that are masters in one thing, and then there are people that are masters in kind of everything, right? Not like great masters, but they understand the world from a different perspective, right? So all of us are different. Some of us can be masters in one thing and can stick to one thing. Others, we want to know everything, right? We want to know a little bit about everything. So I'm like that. I love to explore the world around me and to know a little bit about everything. If I could dive into everything like fully, deeply, and still have time to explore, I would. I just don't know how to do that yet. So maybe if one day I can be a master of one thing and still explore other things, I will do that too. But that those words, they they stuck deeply in my mind space, in my heart. And when things like this happen, when I'm fasting, let's say, right, and when it's the 4th day, and on the 4th day I decide, okay, you know what, it's time for me to eat, that thought always kind of goes into your mind, like, you can't stick to one thing. And then way back when, I would probably it would be a trigger, and I would react to that trigger, and I would push myself and continue going. But now I know better. I accept myself just the way I am. I accept that if it was meant for me to fast today too, I would have been fasting. It's that simple. Because the first day, when it was really meant for me to fast for that one day, to experience this, no eating, no drinking, it happened easily. It just happened. I was in the right place, it was the right time, and it just flowed. And I honestly was productive, I was creative, and there was no doubt in my mind that I was completely fine. Now, today, I feel like that wave is over. I did another clean day yesterday, and then today I need to go back to nourishing my body. And that does not make me someone who can't stick to things, right? It just makes me flexible. It just makes me curious. It just makes me honest, right? I honestly am admitting that today is the day that I cannot continue to fast because I need some extra energy, and I cannot wait to have a good breakfast. Bye. I love you. I'm going to have some fruit today. I'm going to record more videos today. And again, whatever it is new that you're trying, be kind to yourself. Always be kind to yourself. And remember that no matter what, my mouth is so dry, that you have me and I love you. And I'm also very, very thankful to, I think there's like 5 people that are actually always commenting and liking my videos. And I just want to tell you that I really appreciate you. You are awesome. Because it makes me feel loved, it makes me feel supported, and that's a whole lot. So please continue to do that. That means the world to me. And if you haven't liked or commented on my videos, please do. I'm very curious because I see people are watching, and I'm just curious to know your thoughts and what you're going through, and have you tried things like this and stuff. And I would be very, very grateful if you supported my channel. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye.